Japan's new cybersecurity minister has never used a computer. This is unimportant.
Guaranteed to not change your life. This is the Unimportant Podcast.
Welcome to the Unimportant Podcast. My name is Jobob. That is Anthony. Cybersecurity, I feel like that's a big thing nowadays. Like people are getting hacked left and right.
There's a lot of hacking going on.
Companies are continually worried about their customers' information getting stolen.
Japan is apparently not that worried.
Okay, so
this is that you can't make this up. Japan's recently appointed cybersecurity and Olympics minister has told Parliament he has never used a computer in his life.
What does that even mean? First of all, how do you get away with that in today's world? And two, what?
Yoshitaka Sakurada, I hope I'm saying that correctly.
Try to pronounce it.
Age 68, was named to the two posts last month by the Prime Minister, having never held a cabinet position before in his 22 years in Parliament. So, not
this is for you, Japan. I feel like that was appropriate.
The minister made the admission at a parliamentary committee meeting on Wednesday when asked by an opposition lawmaker if he was computer literate. The answer was obviously no.
Okay, hold on. Couple things. He's 68 years old.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of 68-year-olds, and no offense to the elderly, there are a lot of 68-year-olds who have used computers before that I would not trust with cybersecurity.
That you would not describe as computer literate.
I just feel like your typical 68-year-old is the type of person that would, send money to a Nigerian prince who's picked them specifically.
So here's what he said in response to, are you computer literate? He said, I have been independent since I was 25 and has always directed my staff and secretaries to do that kind of thing. I have never used a computer.
That's how you get around that question. Are you... He's been independent. How old was he? Since
25.
Okay, so not that impressive.
Like,
I thought he was going to say like 12.
Right.
I've been independent
since I was like I moved out at 25. What? What is going on in Japan right now?
So what are this guy's tasks as cybersecurity minister?
Sakurada had said that he recognized that firmly carrying out cybersecurity from a civilian standpoint was part of his job.
Oh, okay, that's
I would
fine.
love to hear this guy define cybersecurity.
Do you know how to do that?
Do you know what it is?
That's okay. So this is like me saying, hey, in order to win this basketball game, I just have to dunk the ball every time I get it, which I cannot dunk.
Not even close.
I know that's how you. So in order to further cybersecurity, we need to make sure that the cyber networks are secure.
Yeah.
Great.
You got it. All we need to do to win the Super Bowl is throw 5 touchdowns.
We need to score more than the other team, and I think we'll come out ahead.
When asked by the lawmaker how someone lacking computer skills could be in charge of cybersecurity, Sakurada said policy was decided broadly by a number of people in his office and the national government, and he was confident there would be no problems.
Okay.
In other words, I'm not going to have anything to do with it.
I wonder if this is one of those, like, just you get the job because you're a senior administration official. And there's a lot of those. They're flying around. I think this is another podcast episode, but yeah, there's a lot of those types of show up and don't do any work jobs. I wonder if he'll go his entire term without. That's a curious question. I would be curious to know if he's going to go his entire administration without ever having used it, if it's going to continue down this road. Look, he's gotten this far. He's gotten to the top of his field.
He's gotten to the top of cybersecurity. This man is the pinnacle of Japanese cybersecurity.
This is what everyone aspires to.
Might as well not get involved with cybersecurity now.
Hey, all of you people down below me want to have my job, and I didn't. The only thing that I didn't do was the job. Therefore, I won. That doesn't make any sense.
This is unimportant.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Unimportant Podcast. Don't risk changing your life. Subscribe today wherever you listen to podcasts.